And we're going to do a patch breakdown here. First, listen to see if you even like it. And if you like it, keep listening to hear how the patch is made. So that's it. Fairly simple patch. I'm not trying to make a song, just an idea that can go into a song. So let's break this down. First of all, the drums. The drums are coming from the Endorphins Black Noir. And a lot of options here. I can play with the filter. You can hear how the filter affects the drums. Turn down some of the other elements. So there's just the drums. So I can play with the filter. Go high filter. Change the snare a bit. So the Endorphins Black Noir is providing the drums. Now what about that high melody sound? That is Hysteria. That bass line, that strong bass line, that is coming from Ataraxic Iteritas. The thing is just crazy. And this is a simple bass sound from this thing, but I can play with this a bit. So we've got the drums, the bass, and the melody. What I didn't mention is two things yet. First, the effects coming from, it's a Desmodus Versio module, but it's running the ELECTUS Versio firmware, because noise engineering is so awesome that they let you reflash this stuff to all the Versios, or any one of the Versios. So I've reflashed this to ELECTUS to try it. So for now, I'm going to turn off the effects so you can hear the other elements more clearly. That's one thing I didn't mention. And the other thing I didn't mention was the sequence. The pitch sequencing is coming from the Qubit Bloom. And that's got two channels. I've got the playing the bass, and it's playing the melody. And the melody's, you know, semi-random, not quite, but it certainly sounds semi-random, but it does have a repeat. And I'm using some branches, not mutations, but branches in the Qubit Bloom. So I programmed the first 8 notes, and the branches take me 3 more sets of 8 notes. So those are the main elements. The drums from Endorphins, Black Noir, the bass from Ataraxic Iteritas, and the melody from the Hysteria from Dreadbox, the Hysteria Oscillator, and the Qubit Bloom sequencing the bass and the melody. Pamela's workout is driving all the clock. So the clock for drums, and the clock for drums is then broken down by the VPME Euclidean circles. So I've got a bunch of channels. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4 channels from Euclidean coming into the Endorphins Black Noir to drive the drums. Now, I'm actually sending the signal through, this is the signal for the bass, through the morphogene. That's make noise morphogene, but I'm not using the morphogene right now. I'm actually sending a dry signal through because it got a little too complicated. I'll let you hear what that sounds like though. A little crazy. So I'm not using that. I'm using the dry signal because I'm still learning the morphogene, and it is for this patch it just didn't work. So one of the main things I wanted to describe was what I'm doing with that high-pitched melody. I'm actually taking that melody and I'm modulating the octave setting. So you can hear that. That octave is being modulated by Pamela's on the 4th channel there, the 4th clock. And if I look at that 4th clock, I'm going on every note, and I'm doing just a very simple square wave, but it's going into the octave to give me that octave pitch change. So you can listen to that. Now it's changing it a little too often for me. When I have the effects on, it sounds pretty good. But I don't think it needs to change that often. So what I can do is have it randomly skip some percentage of the time. So I'm going to have it randomly skip, let's say 60% of the time. So that's a little more reasonable. And then if I turn the effects back on, clear, the effects are coming from ELECTUS Versio running on the Desmodus Versio module, and they're affecting both the drums and the high-pitched melody. Some of the parameters on the ELECTUS Versio. Let's say the tone, so you can see how that actually affects the higher notes more if I turn the tone on, or the index. Of delay and reverb. That's all reverb. And that's all delay. Basically it.